How's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing good. Mr. Boulder back tonight with a quick album review video for you. Tonight I'm taking a look at the new album from Ugly Kid Joe, their new album Rad Wings of Destiny, which is obviously a take on Judas Priest's classic Sad Wings of Destiny. I did a review of the new Skid Row album a couple of weeks ago, and somebody in the comments section mentioned the new Ugly Kid Joe albums, and it was really good. And I have to say, I completely forgot it was coming out. So I decided to check it out. So here we are. So then, Ugly Kid Joe, Rad Wings of Destiny. This is pretty much the exact same lineup recorded their classic 1992 multi-million selling America's Least Wanted album. So you've got Whitfield Crane on vocals, Klaus Eichstadt on guitar, Dave Fortman on guitar, who's since had a very successful career as a producer. He's produced the likes of Slipknot, Godsmack, Crowbar, Superdrive Ritual, and he's also the guy behind the massive selling Evanescence albums that sold millions and millions of copies. Cordell Crockett on the bass, and you've got Shannon Larkin on drums here. He didn't play on America's Least Wanted. He was on the EP before, As Ugly as They Wanna Be. And a guy called Zach Norris, who I'm not familiar with. And isn't the character from Saved by the Bell, of course. So I decided to check the new album out, and I'm glad I did. So let's get into it. This album kicks off track one, called That Ain't Living. Very good opening track, this. Up-tempo rocking song, a very strong AC/DC vibe to it. There's a little bit of Bon Scott in the vocals from Whitfield Crane. Not too much, but it's definitely there. A great start to the album, up-tempo rocking track, nice riffs, a really good strong chorus. I like the solo in it at all. This album's off to a good start. Track two then, we got Not Like the Others. And I think it's a fantastic song. It's my favourite song on the album. Definitely one eye on the mainstream with this one. It's very, very slick. A great chorus again. I enjoy the verses. Again, the solo's nice. It's a very catchy chorus. It's very, very easy to sing along to. Whitfield Crane's vocals in the chorus, absolutely superb. Really, really good stuff. Then a complete change of pace for track three with Everything's Changing. Kicks off with acoustic guitars. Very gentle compared to the other two songs, but still got some attitude to it. And a really, really good song. I love the vocals again. Whitfield Crane really shines for me on this album. Have a quick look at my notes. Chorus is great. The middle eight as well after the second verse is very, very good. It's a really, really enjoyable song. Chorus is very, very strong. Considering the change in tempo from the rocking stuff to the acoustic stuff, this is very, very good. Track four continues with more of the chilled sort of side of things. Kill the Pain. Again, it's very, very good. Kicks off with acoustic guitars. You have electric guitars coming in during the choruses. Again, it's a very, very strong chorus. There's some really nice clean guitar parts being played alongside the acoustics. Solo's good, fantastic song, really, really good. Nearly as good as Everything's Changing. Really, really good stuff. Then you get to the first dud on the album. That is a cover of The Kinks' Lola. There's nothing really wrong with the cover. It's just I haven't really done anything different with it. And to be honest, I'd rather hear an original song rather than a cover, which, to be fair to me, it just seems like a little bit of filler. It's fine, but I don't care for it at the same time. Up next is Dead Friends Play, so you're back to some rocking stuff. There's a lot of references to other bands in the lyrics to this song. So you've got references to people like Motorhead, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Van Halen. Nice song. Doesn't knock me out, but it's a decent rocker. It's good stuff. It does feel a little bit sort of unfinished to me, though, I have to say. You listen to the song, enjoying it, and before you know you are, the fading's starting to kick in. I'm thinking, the song's finishing already. But a decent track. Not the best, but certainly not a pile of shit at the same time. Next, you've got Up in the City, which is a song that I didn't like at first, I have to say. But after repeated listens, I do quite like it now, I have to say. There's some nice layering with guitar work throughout the entire track. Again, the middle eight after the second chorus is really good. There's some nice backing vocal parts going on, but the chorus is a little bit disappointing, I have to say. The guitar works fine, but not one of my favourites on the album. It was one that I definitely enjoyed more the more I listened to the album, it has to be said. Up next, we've got Drinking and Driving, which has got some lazy lyric writing for me on it. But this is definitely an album that could be on a Lynyrd, song that could be on a Lynyrd Skynyrd album. There's a heavy country vibe in it. Nice acoustic guitars. Whitfield Crane vocals are good. A decent song, not my favourite on the album, but I don't mind it, it has to be said. Then up next, we've got Failure, which is a really good up-tempo rocking song. So we're back to rocking now after a couple of chilled numbers. Great chorus, very, very strong chorus. Guitarists are good, the solo's very, very nice. Really strong chorus, really enjoy this one. It's nice to have a rocky one after a couple of chilled ones. Excellent song, really, really enjoy it. And then the last song is called Long Road, which is fantastic. Brilliant way to end the album, actually, it has to be said. It starts off with acoustic guitars, again, some nice clean guitar parts that go along with the chords that sound really, really nice. Great chorus, Whitfield Crane's vocals are superb, really, really good song, easy to sing along to, a great solo. And it's a good way to end the album. Really, really good track. One of my favourites on the album, actually, it has to be said. The vocals are superb. Nice chorus, great guitar work, and it's just a really, really good way to finish this album. So then, what's my opinion of the new Ugly Kid Joe album? Yeah, I really, really like it. It's good, don't get me wrong, it's not a classic, and there are a couple of duds on this album. So I don't like it as much as I like the new Skid Row album. That's a 10 out of 10 album for me. For me, this album, I'm going to go for 8 out of 10. There's some really, really strong stuff on this. Stuff like, let's have a look again. Not Like the Other, really, really good. It's probably my favourite on the whole album. Everything's Changing and Kill the Pain are both great tracks. Really enjoy those more sort of acoustic-y based numbers. Then you've got other stuff like Failure towards the end, which is more up-tempo and rocking, really good. And the last track, Long Road, is fantastic. Their cover of the Kinks' Low, I could completely live without it. There's nothing wrong with it, but for me, it doesn't really need to be on here. I'd rather hear an original song. And Up in the City, I find a little bit disappointing, but I can still enjoy it. I mean, the ones that aren't so good, I still do like. They don't spoil my enjoyment of the album. For me, the Kinks covers the only one I could do without, to be honest. So for me, the star of the show on this album is Whitfield Crane, and for some reason I've never really understood how good of a vocalist he is until I listened to this album. And to be honest, I should have been more aware of this a long time ago, because I actually saw him fronting Life of Agony at the Big Day Out in Milton Keynes back in 1999. And if you're replacing Keith Caputo, you've got to have a good voice, obviously. So Whitfield on this album, his vocals are fantastic. I really enjoy when he's pushing it hard with the rockiest stuff, and then his voice during the more acoustic numbers, it's also really good. The vocals are fantastic on this album. The guitars of Klaus Eichstadt and Dave Foreman are really, really good. Cooler Crockett's bass is good, and the drums from Shannon Larkin and Zach Norris are absolutely good. Absolutely fine, I should say. Yeah, really good album, I have to say. I'm really pleased with this album. Good album, an 8 out of 10, but a couple of tracks that do let it down a little bit. Not a classic by any stretch of imagination, but I'm glad I checked it out, and I'm definitely going to be picking up a physical copy at some point soon. So that's it, guys. That's my review for Ugly Kid Joe's brand new album, Rad Wings of Destiny. I think it's come out on October 21st. It's only been out a few weeks. Decent album. Give it a stream on Spotify, check it out, or see if you can find it on YouTube, have a listen to it on there. I'll be back with you in a couple of days. I'll see you soon. Take care, and see you later. Bye.